Under the NDIS, we as investors have the opportunity to invest in SDA Robust property. So in today's video, I'm going to run through some of those advantages of investing in robust SDA property, as well as some of the misconceptions around the participants or the tenants that occupy the properties. Hi, thanks for joining me. My name's Tim from Think Property Business. Just before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention that if you hang around to the end, I'm actually going to run through some details of my new website, which will also include an exclusive membership group for those investors, and that may be you who's interested in NDIS. So I'll go through a little bit more detail towards the end, so be sure to hang around for that if you're interested. So first of all, what is SDA Robust? So SDA stands for Specialist Disability Accommodation. So under SDA design category requirements, robust housing is designed and built to be resilient and provide a high level of physical access provisions. So this is achieved using products, materials and features that minimise risk to participants and the community and reduce the chance of reactive maintenance. So the participants are the people with disabilities, the tenants, if you like, who will occupy the property. So once at the time the building application is submitted, the building plans, specifications have to be approved by the NDIS as well. And at completion of the property, the NDIS certifier will inspect the property. If the property is being built to those specifications and meet the requirements, then it'll be granted with NDIS certification. And under the robust design, that will mean then it'll also be approved for participants with a robust disability or under the robust category disability, will be able to then legally occupy the property. So robust participants, the participants or tenants have some form of mental health disability, and the types of mental illness disorders can include, as we look down the page, mood, so depression or bipolar disorder, anxiety, personality, on the right hand side, psychotic, so schizophrenia, eating, trauma related, so post-traumatic stress, and then the bottom one there, substance abuse. So if you haven't seen already, there's the two categories. Robust participants, as we're looking at today, have some form of mental health disability. Then you have the participants with a physical disability, which is a separate category to robust participants. Let's have a look at some of the advantages of investing in robust SDA. So down the left-hand side, long-term participant occupation. So our SDAs quote that they are likely to be lifelong tenants. So once they move in, it's unlikely that they're going to move out, and a lot has to do with the fact that the carers are participants are living, and the carers are able to work in, a custom-built property designed to allow them to be able to care for the participants a lot easier than most often where the participants are coming from. So it's a huge advantage. Once they're in, unlikely to move out. Floor plans are more comparable to traditional properties, unlike the designs that need to meet the specifications for participants with a physical disability. The robust designs don't need to accommodate for wheelchair access and turning circles and that type of thing, so the floor plans can be smaller and are more comparable again to traditional properties. More conducive to dual occupancy and duplex designs, which can provide future potential investment options. So a lot of our designs are exactly that. There's a few reasons for that. One is, again, they can be built smaller, so you can get more properties on, or more dwellings on the comparable block. And also, too, it's often that there's only a maximum of 2 participants per carer. So what we can do then is build the properties in that design under dual occupancy and duplex, so that we can get more dwellings, which means a higher returns for investors as well. Strong demands, as SDA is currently undersupplied, with most investors opting for high physical support properties, and I'll talk a little bit more about this shortly, but there is strong demand for robust SDA, and again there's some myths around why it's better to go with high physical support properties versus robust properties. On the right hand side, they're more affordable investment. Again, the cost to build is less compared to properties built for high physical support, and the returns are very strong as well. So there can be a win-win there for the investor. As I just mentioned, strong returns. So Robust is currently the second highest funded level within NDIS. We talk it could be increased due to high demand. So again, the government's looking to incentivise investors to focus more on the robust designs rather than the high physical support. And then the last one, they often have a lower level of care, unlike the myth of all being aggressive towards people and property. So this is one thing when I'm speaking to investors, often they've got this view, if you like, that robust participants are going to destroy the property and hurt people, etc. And it's not true. In a lot of cases, that type of level of disability, they wouldn't actually be approved for residential living. So there is a little bit of a myth around that and preconceived idea again that robust designs are only going to have participants that are going to cause a lot of damage to property and people. So there's some of the advantage of investing in robust SDA, and again it's really worth considering, particularly if around affordability, returns are strong and there's a high demand again for robust SDA. Another subject worth mentioning, the breakout room. So if a breakout room is provided, it shall be a separate room designed to respond to the individual disability related needs of the participant. So it is a separate room. It's not a study, it's not a living or dining area, and is intended to be dedicated and used to enhance learning, exploration, or positively impact mood. And the room therefore would be expected to make use of activities, equipment, sound and lighting in ways that are appropriate to the current residents. And this is the part that's worth noting. A breakout room is not a seclusion room. A lot of people misunderstand the use of a breakout room. It's not to lock the participant away or separate them from anyone else. It's not a seclusion room. And provision of a breakout room is not mandatory, but may be provided for some participants with specific requirements. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a robust SDA investment, and this is an actual deal. One of our clients has purchased this property. So we can see at the top there, it's an investment of $620,000 to the investor, full turnkey product. So that includes the land and build and all landscaping, fencing, driveways, paths, etc. And obviously built to meet the robust NDIS specifications. So the participants, it's designed to accommodate 2 robust participants plus a carer. So there'll be a dedicated room with an ensuite for full-time carer. We can see then also too that the gross annual return is approximately $108,000 a year, so quite strong. And in fact, it's a gross yield of 17.4%. So if we compare that to a traditional investment property, say 5% return, 5% of the 620, that would be an annual rent of $31,000 a year. So for a robust design property returning $108,000 a year, it's very strong returns still, and again very comparable to the high physical support properties. So some real advantages there to us as investors if we at least consider SDA Robust as an investment opportunity. Again, hopefully when I covered off those misconceptions, it sort of changed your mind a little bit, and at least if you are interested in NDIS as an investment opportunity, that you at least consider robust property as an option. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I've got a new website out. Included in the website will be an exclusive membership group for those people interested in NDIS as an investment opportunity, NDIS Invest, and the content that I'll be sharing will range from downloads to videos, interviews with industry professionals, access to property options, early access to property options, etc. So if you're interested to find out more, please feel free to email me and I'll be sure to send you out an information booklet. As a business, we've been working on a lot of things over the last year, and coming into this year, we'll have a lot of new exciting things that we'll be able to offer investors, and I'll be sharing those through the membership group and again, early access to that sort of information. So really exciting times for us as investors moving forward through this year. So again, I really appreciate you sparing the time to watch the video, and whatever you choose to do, I wish you all the best on your journey. Take care.